Hello, everyone, and welcome to a vacation stream. I'm your host, Skulls Fade. I'm officially on vacation. A StayCation, as you will. Trying to get on my windows working here. I always schedule these things so that I have, I don't know. Hello, everyone. Like 10 or 15 minutes ahead of time to get on my windows and audio live right and everything like that. And it still doesn't quite work out the way I want to. I end up with things not working quite the way I wanted to. So let's do this. There we go. Want to make sure we get the chat window up. So I'll break down the situation for everybody and we'll get caught up on what's going on. But this music's going to get really repetitive really fast. So what we're going to do is start a new game with a new character. I have one slot left for a new character, and then I'll tell you everything that's going on here. So let's get through the intro to this and we'll break it all down. Oh, we get to choose character first. That's right. Okay. So we get much more peaceful music. So here's the deal. My wife is taking her annual spring break vacation. She takes a few days and goes and visits her daughter over on the coast. Happy for her. She gets to take her son with her and they go have a nice little family vacation. And so that leaves me with a few days to myself every year around this time. And morning trial alters 4656. You're a name I've not heard in chat before. Thank you for being here. It's so pleasant to see you. I love it when I get to meet new people to my channel. So I'm on vacation for the next 5 days. And what I really wanted to do was just stream a bunch of games. So here's my plan for the next 3 days, because Sunday I have band practice and my wife's coming back, and Saturday my son has a track meet. We didn't get to go to his track meet last week because it got flooded out. In fact, to make a long story short, maybe, we had some flooding here in our basement. It wasn't dramatic, but here was the deal. We have a floor drain in our basement, because this is the kind of area where they don't put sump pumps in because nobody ever floods. Well, climate change has changed that. And a few years ago, we had this problem where the floor drain got clogged and the basement started to accumulate a lot of water. So we had to get a plumber out and fix it. We thought it was fixed. Well, it'd been fixed for a while, but it's a really old drain. So it became plugged again. So we're getting a ton of rainfall over last weekend, and all of a sudden the basement starts to accumulate water, and we don't have any way to really deal with it. So my wife and I, it's accumulating fast enough because it's coming in through the wall. Our basement is not sealed like one would expect. It's a really old home. So it's coming in through one wall, it's accumulating at the drain, and the drain is not draining. So it's starting to fill up the basement. So we're down there with cups and buckets, and it's accumulating fast enough that we had to create a schedule where every 20 minutes, one of us went downstairs, filled up with a cup and a bucket, and hauled the bucket up to the bathtub and dumped it. And then a day later, I bought us a hand pump, but still pumping by hand. Our hands are very sore. So that's every 20 minutes. So we were sleeping in shifts. And a couple nights ago, to give her a break, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing Elden Ring. And every 20 minutes, I'd have to stop, go downstairs, hand pump all the water. By then we had a hand pump with a long tube that went to our emergency. I guess it's kind of like, it's like the clean out or something like that. It's a big black tube with a thing that you put your washer and dryer next to. Anyways, so we were doing that. So we were getting no sleep. We finally got a plumber out here. He unclogged it. He replaced the clean out knob on it because it wasn't correct and all this stuff. He did a great, fantastic job. And now we still have water coming into our basement because it's also raining today, I think. But it's all going down the drain properly now. So our long domestic nightmare is over. That's what I've been doing for the last few days. But anyway, now I'm on vacation. And what I wanted to do for the next 3 days before I have to deal with my son's track meet, his first track meet, because the track meet didn't happen last week, then the whole region had a lot of rain, and he sent me a picture of a school baseball field that they drove by on the way there that was completely flooded. And then he texted me and said, "Dad, don't come to this meet. I don't think we're going to make it. We're currently stuck between two landslides on the highway." And they ended up turning around and not going. So he's got that, his first track meet going on in a different town on Saturday. I'm probably still going to stream late that night, but my plan is for the next 3 days to just stream video games, to do what I really, really want to do, imagining if I was retired. Like, this is what I would do. So we're going to start with Elden Ring, because I've made myself a really elaborate walkthrough, because this is one of those games that I come back to over and over and over. And you all know how I deal with stuff like this, is I create like Excel spreadsheets like this, and I have this really detailed walkthrough that stretches on and on and on forever. In fact, I just completed the walkthrough last week. You can see it goes through all the DLC, everything. It's every item in the game pretty much that's not random, except for a couple of random items. I'm nuts like this, but this is because this is a game that I come back to over and over and over. So I wanted to just start a new character and play some more, because I'm having a real fun time playing it the last couple of weeks. Elden Ring is one of those games I come back to. Fallout 4 is one of those games I come back to. Skyrim used to be a game that I come back to, but not anymore. Baldur's Gate 3, Battletech, Stellaris. So I have my giant Excel spreadsheet and notes and stuff like that. And what we're going to do is start a new character, and then I'll give you a little bit of... I don't have a hardcore schedule set up for the next few days, but this is what I'm planning to stream. We're going to take... longer looks at the games that we were looking at in Turn-Based Fest last week, in particular Menace, and then we're also going to be looking at Endless Legend 2, because I really liked both of those games. And then tomorrow, for those of you who don't know, because I didn't know about this, there is a beta playtest being made publicly available for Starfinder Afterlight, which some of you might know that I got very excited about when the announcement for that was made. So I'm super, super excited, and I'm going to try to stream some of that tomorrow as well. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is this. If I can get my windows set up here, because I want to make sure that I'm watching chat the whole time as well, because I love having my chat people here. So it's a balancing issue. I really need like one more monitor. I need 3 monitors. It's what I have is not enough, amazingly. Okay, so what I like to do for starting out, I've played this game every single way that there is to play it, I think, except for martial arts wise. There were weapons that were created in the DLC that allow you to create more of a funky martial arts character. That's the only thing I've never done. I've never been into that in any fantasy role-playing game. But I've done intelligence builds, which is sorceries, which is probably the easiest way to play the game if you're new, and it was the easiest way for me to get into it. This was the first Souls game I ever played, and this got me to go back to Dark Souls 3 and a little bit of Dark Souls 1. I've played it as the big bonky strength build. I've played it as a dex build. I played it as a dex arcane build, and I played it as strength faith, and it as a pure faith build. Pure faith is super fun and super powerful, and what I want to do is play a no summons run where I don't use any spirit summons. I think faith is the easiest way to do that. Maybe sorcerer might be easier, but I think faith is probably the single strongest way to do that because of things like the blasphemous bait. But the way that I've really fallen in love with playing this game is by doing dex arcane. And that's because there is one game in here that makes a lot of the range, one weapon in here that makes the range combat really easier for somebody if you're not using sorceries, and it's a weapon called the Bolt of Grand Sax. And then the other thing I've really come to like doing in this game is parrying. So the best class to parry with is the bandit class, and that's because they start out with the buckler, and they also have really good stats for doing what I want to do. They have a high dexterity and high arcane to start with. So we're going to choose the bandit class. We're going to choose a lady. We're going to give her a name that I haven't. Oh my gosh, does anybody have a name? I have not. I've used up all my good female names. You know what? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do this. The Lady Jessica. My daughter's named after the Lady Jessica from the Dune book because my mom gave it to me when I was 14 years old. And she said, My mother, I remember her saying something like she realized I was a bright kid at that point in time. So she was thinking, you're kind of done reading the little mystery books and stuff that the kids your age are reading. She gave me Dune. It's like 800 pages or whatever. She goes, I think you're going to like this. And she was right. I ended up reading it like 6 times before I was 21. I read the whole series 3 times. I love it. So and you can choose a template for all your characters and all that stuff. I don't really care about that. For the keepsake though, let's do this. Bandit class for a keepsake. What do we have? Lands between rune, a golden seed, cracked pot, stone sword key. Those are all nice to have. Shrubberry's wool. I'm not worried about that. I'll grab a golden seed, I guess, early, because it'd be the one thing that I'd use other than a stone sword key, but we're going to pick those up. I'd just rather have more healing sooner. So, okay, let's finish with her. I'm not going to change her physical appearance. Yep. Get us a bandit and we'll get rolling. So later on today, Menace or Endless Legend 2, one of those 2 games, maybe both. I'm going to sit here and stream till late at night, but there will be a break later on in the day for me going to the gym. Need to get my butt to the gym.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
He gets very excited about that intro.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring. and become the Elden Lord.
This is one of those games that the first time I played it, I did not understand the story at all because I'm not very good at picking up a story the way this game wants to deliver it. But it's been really fun the last couple of weeks following a particular person on Twitter who's playing the game for the first time 4 years after its release. And they're really good at picking up the story. Like they must read every single little thing. Because a lot of the game is revealed to you through the description text on items. So when you're looking at equipment, and I don't have hardly anything in my inventory, but you can always look here and you can see what it says and it'll say things about it. And a lot of the story is actually divulged in this way or by inspecting certain monuments in the games like that. And it's been fun to watch how good they are at picking up every little detail of the story. And then of course there's some really, really good people on the internet, and I can't remember this guy's name, but there's one person in particular who really delves into the lore really well, and they have a great voice for doing it, and they do a fantastic job with the lore. So it's been really fun for me to now, on like my 10th playthrough, to actually dig into the lore more, because it is kind of a strange game that way. I mean, George Martin had a chance to just be as strange as he wanted to be, and so he was. So we're playing online. You get messages from other players first off. I've never been able to beat this thing on first try, but we probably won't this time either. That's okay. The whole point here is to make the walkthrough work for us. Make sure that I get the start that I want. This is always fun. Queen Medica. Where is this thing? Where is it coming? There it is. There you are. Now it can be parried. Oh, it did. I parried it. No way. Oh, that was awesome. That might be the only parry I get off it. Okay. Oh, and I'm dead. But you're supposed to be. You need to die. If you actually don't kill it, if you manage to kill this thing, you still have to crawl to the edge of this island and fall off of it. So I've never got a parry in on that thing, though. They're always so nuts. The cool part about playing this game this particular time, the last couple of weeks when I was putting this walkthrough together, was I learned some really core things about the game that I didn't know before. Some really new stuff. Like the Revenants are awful creatures to deal with, and they're very frenetic, and they have a whole bunch of arms because of the grafting, and they're very aggressive, and there's actually a super easy way to deal with them. And I was like, what? You can do that? So good times.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Torrent, our buddy.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Yes, we are.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
And the DLC is nuts for this. Like I said, I just finished putting together this walkthrough that I made in Excel, and as part of that, I had to play through the DLC again, and I'm still so blown away by the physical world of the DLC, the verticality, the complexity of moving from one region to another, all the different hidden or not so hidden paths. It's a brilliant achievement in open world design. All right, Tarnished. Let's get started. The Flask of Crimson Tears. It's funny that when this game first came out, it was not obvious that you should jump down that hole. There's nothing over here, is there? There's no golden seed. It's been a while since I've done the varying. There's a way to get that little item up there, but it takes a little bit. Doink. Alright, let's see about getting our parries and everything set up. Hello, old man. We'll just backstab you. All we got is a little tiny bandit knife. We need something better. Yeah, because that takes quite a few cuts, doesn't it? That's okay. It won't take us long to get a good weapon. I got my favorite early weapon game is really easy to get. I've become a big fan of twin blades in the game. I just really like the movesets. What are you going to do here, buddy? Come on. There we go. Just got to get around him. That's all. Oh, who do we have here? These guys are actually really hard to parry. They're... because they have such a delayed attack. It's so funny. I love it though. Come on, you get it. There you go. And that is why Margit is such a classically awesome boss, because he has such massively delayed attacks to teach you that not everybody's just going to come out and attack. There are some big delayed attacks in this game, so you got to really learn how to read different enemies and the different ways they attack. But I often hear from people who think that they're like, Souls games are too hard for me, and I'm always like, oh brother, I thought they were too hard for me too, but they're not. So that's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to do this stream, was for people who might be thinking, oh, the game's difficult and I don't even know where to start and it's a big open world game and what do I do? It's not that bad. Now we'll probably die here because I will try to parry this guy. Here he comes. He's got the big sword. That's why. Because he's got the thrusting attack, which really sucks. Oh, that's why. I needed to dodge that. Oh, darn it. I'm still rolling that too early. Okay, but he's dead. Okay. This is the way we went. Is that the way we came in? This is the way out? No, it shouldn't be south, should it? Oh yeah, there it is. Strength, your emote. Now we get to go be in part of the wider world here. I know a lot of people are huge fans of New Game Plus, but I really enjoy playing this game from start to finish as a new character because I really like the progress. I've always liked the progress in every RPG of starting from nothing and becoming powerful. That has always been a huge appeal of role-playing games for me, even if they're going to be Soulsborne. Soulsborne game that I really want to play is Lies of P. I've heard that it's really, really good. Someday in the future, we'll teleport down to that site to go through that fog wall that we saw on the right, and so we want to send that lift down so that it's ready for us next time. Light up this grace. We'll talk to Vade.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come, of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation, to the Round Table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
He says I'm maidenless, but I am a maiden. Who does he think I am?
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
It's such a great concept. I love this part of the game is the fact that you can look off in the distance and see things like that tower and that castle and that building off there way up in the distance with that giant statue over there. And you can go to those places. It's incredible. The awe of it gets me every time. Which is why when people complain about, open world games, and I certainly understand complaining about open world games because so many of them have been done, I don't want to say poorly, but they haven't made the best use of the open space. So for some people, open world doesn't necessarily mean as exciting as it does for other people. And this is a good example of the geography and the geometry of an open world game and how you can maximize it. But, we all have far too many Ubisoft games where the open worlds look great, but they're filled with kind of pointless quests. Smithing stone, and we have the smithing table, but we can't really do anything with it right now. We're going to see our merchant over there in a minute. We'll talk to Melina. Oh yeah, did she not show up yet? Okay. So we get a charge for our flask, which is why we picked that golden seed early. I like having that extra charge.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
He does have things that we want. We're going to want all of these cookbooks. I think, do I want the second one first? Does it say, can I see? Glowstone, invigorating cured white meat, bone arrow. That's the one we want. We're going to want that early. You're going to want this pot later. So, and a crafting kit. All that stuff.
If you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit.
And we will.
A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all. Goodbye. Nice to do business.
And with this particular class, with the bandit class, since we're not going to have incantations from being a faith-based user and we're not going to have sorceries, you have to have something to take care of ranged enemies and ranged situations, or sometimes just to pull an enemy over to you. And our primary source of that is going to be throwing darts and then occasionally a bow and arrow. Until later on when we get the bolt of Gransax. I'm going to kill all these guys on the way over to the next grace because any one of them can potentially drop a sword for us, which is of minor use to us. What do you got, buddy? Come on. So parry. most powerful skill in the game. If you can have the patience to learn how to do it, it will change your game for you. Oh. Come on, buddy. Because it makes all the humanoid enemies a lot easier, and then it makes some bosses a lot easier too. There is that period of adjustment though where you're going to take damage because you're going to miss. But that's okay. And then there's a guy over here. A couple more guys. Oh, there you go. Gold tinged excrement. You know how some people are. Some people think they poop gold. We've all met those kind of people. People who think their poop don't stink. Oh, here we go. There's something down here. You're not coming after me, are you, piggy? Are you? Hey now. Oh, he didn't drop anything though. You do want, if you're going to play a bandit like this and you want to be able to make cheap bone arrows and bone darts, then you want to kill some animals. We get some kukris there earlier. Those are good for throwing, but we just don't get a lot of them, and they're kind of hard to find, and I don't want to spend any money buying them, so the bone darts end up being the thing that we usually go after. What'd this guy drop though? Godric Soldier Gauntlets. Yay. So we can equip those and they'll be slightly better than this garbage that we have. The bandit is a class that starts with very little defense. But that's alright, we don't need it. Not yet. The big thing is going to be to get ourselves some good weapons. And we don't have to go very far to do like I said and get my favorite one for this. Really for any dex-based class.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the two fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
You gotta like Torrent. So over here you got all these pouch slots. What's really interesting is I don't actually know how to use these other two pouch slots. You got 4 because this game is designed for controllers, like all games are. We're going to play on the PC though, so we're going to do this and put our Spectral Steed Whistle on there. And then what I like to do is there's a couple of really handy items I like to have in these other slots. For instance, you can put your throwing daggers or bones in there and you can use those. And that saves you from having to scroll down in your quick items below and get off of your healing, because in tense moments you really don't want to have to do that. So let's see if we can get behind this guy, because there's a sword over here that we will still not be able to very effectively use, but that's okay. The Lord Zorn's great sword. Yep. And stats wise, if we want to use that, what is it? It's strength of 16. So our strength right now is 9, and half of that is going to be 4.5. So we still won't be able to use that sword. You can use it. We could two-hand it, and we still won't be able to use its special ability because it's still red X'd up there. When you two-hand a weapon, you get 50% additional strength. So for instance, if our strength was 10, we would have an effective strength of 15 two-handing it. It still wouldn't be enough for its special ability because it requires 16 strength for that, but that's okay. It gives us a big weapon to swing if we get into tough melee combat. Oh, I should probably backstab you. Here, let's do this. Oh, yes, you're tough. I'm not very good at that weapon. That lack of strength is still hurting me. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go back to this. Give me the dagger, because I'm effective with that. Okay, buddy, come on. Because I can do this. What's he gonna get? Oh, I hit him with my fist? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, come on. If you missed that first one, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get... There's another weapon way over here. Then what we'll do is take this guy with the horn out. Warn everybody. And then you can see we don't have a map, but that's because the map is right there. I love the way they did all of this stuff with the maps and crafting and weapon upgrades, and it's just, I mean, and of course it's all based on their history of doing things in Dark Souls. It was fun to go play Dark Souls 3 after this and see where most of this came from. And I've played a little bit of Dark Souls 1, but it's such an old game. I have a hard time with it. There we go. That gets rid of both of you guys. Gets us this weapon that we don't technically need. Oh, are you not dead yet? Oh, geez. Well, that's funny. Treasure chest, you get the flail. The flail has some requirements as well. Let's see, what is it? It needs 18 dex, which is what we're going to need for the weapon that we really want to have anyway. So we have to get a few more things in here. Getting rid of him is going to be the problem at this level. Come here, buddy. Oh, that'll attract some people. Okay, let's hope he drops some armor. Oh, now we get a dog. Yeah, the dogs are a problem without a better weapon. There you are. Okay. All right. Make him bleed. Hit him enough times. What's the bleed on this? I've never paid attention to this weapon before. Blood loss build-up is 38 with it. Okay. That's funny. Well, let's see what he dropped. A bolt. Oh, that's not useful for us. Okay. We got bats. Kind of want to avoid those guys. him out. We're gonna have one more dog over here. The dude with the spear is the one I want to avoid. He's a real problem at this level. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, buddy. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Oh, he dropped something. What'd he drop? A bolt? I don't want any more bolts. You know about the knife, don't you? He's got thin beast bones, and that's what we'll need to be able to make stuff out of. All right. That'll allow us to make our bone arrows and our bone throwing darts. This is the important piece of gear right here. Ash of Ore, Storm Stomp, and the Whetstone Knife, which is what will allow you to start putting Ashes of Ore on weapons. Which would be great. We could try to kill this guy because he might drop armor. I only have one healing potion left though. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh, we did get him. Oh. Okay. I know. There we go. The cross one. I love that one. That's easy to parry. Drop something good, you turd. He didn't. Okay. Well, that's alright. That's alright. We got what we needed from that area. It's an easy farm in the beginning of the game. Let's see how much we can level up here. Got enough to level up twice? Good. Dex early because of the weapon. Once we get the weapon that we want, then life gets really easy. There's a weapon and there's 2 Ashes of Ore that we need.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Where is he at again? Right there. That's what these are telling you about. Angel ahead.
Yeah, you there? What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me. Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore. Right, but I'm...
One of the complaints that I do have about the game, though, and this is just a FromSoft thing, is the way that they do dialogue is so weird. Instead of having a character just say everything they're going to say, you got to keep clicking on them, and you don't know when they're done talking. That's a lot of... I got to get this thing, not you. There we go. Ash of War, Determination. Come here, boys. This This little knife doing a major job for us. What about you? Do you think you want to start something? There we go. I parried twice before he had the big longs wind up. Yeah. I don't know. That's not gonna happen. We don't have a weapon for you. This little knife ain't gonna cut it. So bye-bye, Mr. Knight. I'd like to take you on right now, but that's not gonna happen. We want to go this way. Yes, I know. You're very much gonna chase me down, aren't you? Loot everything along the way here. These guys, this is a fun place to be. This procession, I love the troll processions, they're great. We'll deal with those guys again when we have a better weapon. This is the only real disadvantage of starting out with the bandit class, is that it's probably one of the least effective classes with a starting weapon. But if you know what you're doing and you want to make use of that buckler, that's why I feel like it's worth it to suffer through the knife early, because it just doesn't take long to get good weapons. And that buckler can take a while to get to. You have to get through Margit before you can actually buy a buckler. And I would rather have the buckler for Margit, because it's so much fun to parry him. All right, and we don't have 507. We can't level yet. Okay, that's all right. We're gonna go grab shinies, or occasionally. Oh, it takes 2 hits to kill you guys. But the sheep will drop thin beast bones for you. So again, picking those up so that we can make bone darts and bone arrows. That's funny, when my kids were young, we were getting them into archery a little bit, showing them about it, because archery was my big thing growing up. That was almost went to the Olympics. I just have a boatload of trophies from tournaments and things like that. Archery was my love before I was able to get a guitar. I knew from the time I was about 10 years old that my first love was going to be playing the guitar, but my parents, I never pressed them for an instrument, so it never happened. But we were getting my kids into archery, and when they're little, they kind of have not so much of a speech impediment, but they don't necessarily know how to say things correctly. And instead of saying bow and arrow, they'd say bone arrow. And my wife and I always laughed about that.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. The dragon roosts there. And so, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
So that's Yura. He's what they call a bloody finger hunter. And if you follow his quest line, you're going to get 2 of my favorite weapons for the game. You're going to get Eleanor's pole blade, which is my favorite weapon. And then you're going to get the Naga Kiba, which is a really long katana. And you can put Ashes of War on it. So that's a huge reason why I like that one so much. This is going to be a little tough because of these doggies. All right. Can I get that? I got a dog over there and a dog over there. Let's try to get this guy first. Come here. Get over here. There we go. Okay. You guys are wandering over here. I need to be another dog. Where are you? These guys look like poodles that need a grooming service. Okay. There is a trap door here. And my notes, I don't think, are very good on what I need to do to get the weapon, where it's at exactly. Oh, rat. Okay. That's a stone sword key. That'll come in useful. What do you got here going on, buddy? These guys will flame you up with their torches. We don't want that. Okay. I know, doggy. Yep. Hey. Enough of you. Back to the groomers, pooch. Okay, which... Is this it? Let's find out. Try horseback battle. No. Oh, there's rats. Okay. Yeah, there you are. Come here. More of you coming in here. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, that might be why we want to do a horseback battle. Okay, come here, boys. You coming out of there? Get over here. One at a time. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Golden room. That's nice. Who else do we have? I don't like not having a lantern, I can tell you that. I think we have... Oh, we do have the bow and arrow. Okay. Well, let's do this. Come here. Come on. Come here, you turkey. Ah, I knew he was going to jump at me. Oh! I knew it. Okay. Well then. Oh, Steak America. Nice. And it's daytime. Okay, we gotta get our runes from these guys. Dragon burnt runes. There you are. Hey now. We'll have none of that. You can hear them chanting Agil. There we go. You get over here. Kill all you dogs first to make the area safe so I can try to get to the rats. Killed by rats. The classic of every RPG ever, to be killed by rats. Okay, let's kill this rat in here. We got what? Where's the other dog? Let's kill you again. Because I don't want you hearing the commotion and then coming out here and deciding that he's a big doggy. Oh no, no, no. All of you get out of here. Go this way. Come here. One at a time. There we go. Come here, dog. What do you got for me? Oh no, there's another dog. Okay. I can hear him. There's two of them. There we go. Come here. Yeah. You came at me with that lunging attack there, pal. Okay, what about you? Can we do you on horseback? We do you with the ride by? Or let's just try to take you on. Where are you at? Okay. Chomper. I'm very fast. I have enough stamina to take you down. All right, let's adjust this because I don't know why it puts that in the second slot because I'm not used to. Oh no. I didn't want to do that. All right. Okay. Well, that creates a problem. Oh. One of the things that drives me nuts about this game, and I feel like the code is intentional, is that when you click target lock, it will not target lock on whoever you have near the closest to the screen. It'll do that. I just clicked on it. I was pointing at that guy, and it grabbed the dude far to my left. It's nuts. It's especially nuts when you're trying to target lock something that's in your frame somewhere, and you click target lock and it turns you completely around at nothing. And you're like, what are you doing? I think it's intentional though. Okay, let's see about getting these guys one at a time here. Now, back over this way, because here he comes. Oh, you rat, come here. Hey, now. Yeah, you guys. Come on. I gotta get in there and get my runes. My currency. There we go. Now you. There we go. If you can get it, if you can avoid them jumping at you, because that's where they do their most damage. Okay, where are my runes? And how many rats are left in here? There's my runes. There we go. Hey now. I don't know. What about this guy? Is he the last one? I think so. Oh, you bastard. Okay. They're all dead. They're dead, Jim. They're all dead. Now, is this the trap? It better not be the trap. Okay, let's check real quick. Because that will be the problem. Which one is the teleportation trap? In the cellar of the dragon burnt rounds. Teleport. Yeah, that's not the one. Where is this? The twin blade. Okay, this is what I wanted to know. I gotcha. Yep. So this will take you to a trap that's a very, very hard place to get out of for low level characters. I thought this is where the twin blade was. It's not. The twin blade is up here. I'm going to need to make a note of that on my spreadsheet. My breadsheet. So this is kind of ingenious. It's in here, and the only way to get here is to torrent double jump. And this is the one you want. Down here. You want to be on Limgrave West. You want to be on this corner of the ruin, not over here in the middle. So that's a fun way to get into the Celia Crystal Tunnels. And there it is, the twin blade. We can't use it yet unless we two-hand it, maybe? What are we at? Dexterity 18. So you don't get any bonus from two-handing an item. With dexterity, you only get the strength bonus. So we just need to make a couple of levels here. A couple more levels and we'll be able to wield that thing. There's a site of grace over here. And there's some easy enemies over in this direction. Because once we can wield the twin blade, baby, then life gets fun. Okay, what can we level up? We can make one more level, so we're 2 away. There's a bunch of experience to be had over here while these guys are fighting. Because you can do things like that. And hopefully they drop some armor. That'd be great. What'd I get? I got more bolts. Don't care about those. I really want to kill the soldiers myself, though. Because I don't think that they'll drop... I don't think the soldiers will drop armor if the demi-humans are killing them. Another bolt. Okay, let's try to kill this guy ourselves. We get nothing for that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you're done. Hey now, that was nice of you, but What's that get us? That gets us another level. Okay. Let's go. Where are we at? Right here. Let's do that. Level up. That gets us one more. Great. Okay. So let's go get our physic. Because then the next thing we'll need to do is go down here into this region and get a really nice Ash of War. A couple of different Ash of Wars. So where do I want to go? I want to go this direction? Yeah, let's go here. Trying to figure out how to... Yep. Third Church of America is always our buddy here. So what we want to do is get on a horse and follow this road. The yellow brick road. Actually, it looks like a rather dirty brick road. We met Bach over there on the left. Now, one of the slightly disappointing parts is that Bach and his ability to alter your garments isn't more robust. In most cases, he can remove a cape, which essentially changes the weight of items in a very minor way. It's a really minor cosmetic thing, and also has a minor practical implication. And I just wish it was more robust and that you could really do some neat tailoring options. But you can't. No game is perfect. No game does everything correct. Even though I think a lot of people think that Crimson Desert coming out is going to do so much. It looks like a very robust game. It looks like it's going to have a lot of different systems and a lot of really cool stuff. But I'm sure people will still find things to complain about. I know I'll be excited to play it. So that's a site of grace that we don't hardly ever use. There are a few times in the game when there's a site of grace placed somewhere where it probably didn't need to be. I remember someone on Twitter saying that they were like,
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
I think people expected the game to be as hard as the Dark Souls series, and in some respects there were things that were a little easier, like just the prevalence of sites of grace, which in Dark Souls are bonfires.
You've come to lend me your aid, have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, that's very kind, but no, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
Yes, he is. And that's why he's got an Ash of War that we really want.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame? The big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage. Though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
Oh, don't feel sorry for him. Yeah, so it's always really funny to me that they don't just keep talking and you have to then click on them, and you always have to hear repeated dialogue to know that, oh, I'm done talking to this person. It's the weirdest design choice I can remember seeing in a video game. And all the Souls games are like that, and I'm just like, wow, for as good as Elden Ring does everything else, you chose that as a way to deal with talking to NPCs? We're gonna get our runes here. Hey now. We're always into free runes. What's this guy got here? The Fervor's Cookbook +1. What? And so you can always go in here and check and see, what did this give me? The Sleep Pot. So a sleep pot is one way that you can stop Melania from doing her waterfowl dance. When she launches into the air, if you have a sleep pot and a quick slot and throw it at her, and it might work for any pot, but I know it works for sleep pots. Throw it in the air when she ascends to do her waterfowl dance. It will interrupt waterfowl. But I've never tried it. I've only seen it done. And I have such a hard time learning how to navigate her waterfowl dance. I've tried to do it all the different ways that people have said to do it, that I think for my next attempt, I'm going to try throwing a pot at her and see if that works, because this is going to be a no summons run, and I want to be able to solo everybody. And there's a lot of bosses that I can solo, and then there are some that give me trouble, and she's certainly one of them. When I was doing this walkthrough for myself, setting it up on the Excel spreadsheet and taking notes of everything, the one note that I made for her was that she was someone I haven't been able to beat solo, and she's someone I haven't been able to beat with parries either. You can parry her, and I can parry some of her moves really effectively, and then there are some that I just can't get the timing down. So it makes it hard when you can't parry all of her parryable moves. Up here is our first Ash of War that we really want to get, and it's dinging right there. This little guy. You want to have this as early in the game as possible before you go into a crypt. It's the Ash of War, Sacred Blood, and so all the undead in the game, just like they do in Dark Souls games, when you kill them, they'll start to rise again right there on the spot. But if you're using a holy weapon, they won't rise again. You effectively have to kill them twice if you're using a normal weapon, but if you're using holy damage, they stay dead. So we'll pick this up. This is our Crimson Crystal Tear and our Flask of Wondrous Physic. So now we have that. There's our Sacred Tear. All of this is going to help us heal a little bit more. Third Church of America. So we will increase the amount replenished by a flask. And then we will talk to Melina again.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Melina. Okay, and so
When I
can
turn
we
your runes
level?
to strength, let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Oh, we don't have enough. Okay, that's okay. We're going to get there. We got one more to get to Dex 18, and then we'll be able to make use of that Twin Blade, and that is when everything opens up for us. And there is a way to get a ton of runes early in the game, and we will do that. Because it's a nice way to give yourself a little boost so you can get some stats. The only disadvantage really to doing it is that the game is really well balanced as far as how it provides you runes early in the game. So you go into a dungeon, you complete it, you get enough runes to level up. And if you do this way of getting a whole bunch of runes early, then what happens is you go into these dungeons and you don't have enough runes when you walk out to level up because you've pushed your level so high that doesn't happen. But it's still, I like having the quick start. This bear here is a pain in the ass. We're gonna grab that cookbook. What did that give us? Fetid pot and the roped fetid pot. Okay. And then these losers. There's a nomadic merchant up here. And there is this guy. Is this a... Which one is this guy? We're gonna trap him somewhere. That's the ground slam. Okay, come here, boys. And, oh, you're a big one. Yeah, okay, we might try to parry you. Come here. Nope, I'm not going to try to parry you. I'm just going to bleed you. All right, and then somewhere around here, by this big tree right there, are two more items for our wondrous physic: the spiked crack tier and the green spill tier. I had to laugh because there's a tier there's a cracked tier you can get later. All these red ones will replenish your health physics. And the blue ones will be your flask of cerulean tears. So it saves you if you're out adventuring, it saves you from having to go to a grace to replenish your flasks. But again, there are so many sites of grace in the game that this particular mechanic isn't as necessary. It would have been really cool if they would have had maybe a slight few less sites of grace and a few more of those red and blue balls being pushed by those scarabs to help you replenish the flask. But the other really cool thing that the game does is when you defeat groups of enemies, it will automatically replenish your flask. Like, this is the last guy probably for this group. Where'd he go? Let's see if it does it. No, it didn't. You'll see a blue and a red glow on yourself when you kill the last person of a group or the last member of a group, and it'll replenish some of your flasks, not all of them. But there are certain places in the game where that's a really effective way to manage your flasks as you're trying to go through an area and you're trying to conserve things. If you know that finishing off groups of people will replenish some of your flasks, then it ends up being a great way to manage them. We're not gonna do anything with that bear. What can we get down there though? What's down here? Good fortune ahead. Got a big sleeping bear. Those bears are a little bit of a issue. Axe talisman, that's for charged attacks. If you're using something that has a charged attack, that will give you a bonus. Most talismans in the game offer you a 15% bonus to damage based on certain very specific things. This is to let you know that there is a merchant right up in that direction. Come here, boys. Oh. So these shields that these guys are using are a small shield that if you decide not to start with a bandit class and you still want to be able to parry with a shield, their shield is one of the two best in the game that's not a buckler. I guess I can two-hand this thing. I just don't. I don't like doing it with a knife. So up here is this merchant.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please.
This is all of us. This is going to be every single one of us. If the tech bro CEOs get their AI dreams, we're all going to be out of jobs, poor, and we're going to be like, I'm so hungry. Buy something. Buy my app that I vibe coded. You want to pick up his cookbooks later. So. And the riveted wooden shield is the other one. You can come get this from him. It's got parry on it. It's not as good as the buckler because it doesn't have as good of a recovery time or as wide of a parry window. But if you decide to play a different class and you still want to get good at parrying that, and you want to be able to start parrying early in the game to get good at it, that's a good start. The buckler is still superior though until you can get carry and retaliation. So what we're gonna do is wander up here to this next site of grace. And we're going to see how many we have. Okay, we need a little bit of runes here. So we're going to use some so we can level up. So we can get 18 decks. We're going to replace this with this item. And then we're going to put an Ash of War on it for a little extra damage because right now we're going to go get the really good Ash of War for it. So we'll mix our Wondrous Physic. We want... This restores half your total hit points. This temporarily boosts stamina, which is great. And then your third one that you get is enhanced charge attacks, but we don't really have any charge attacks that we're going to be using here early. And then for Ashes of War, we want to stick this on there. Sacred. It creates a holy projectile. But then it also makes the sword glow with holy for about 60 seconds maybe. Makes it very, very effective against undead, but also just against other critters because now it's got some power. So, if we two-hand this thing, it gives us enough of a strength requirement. We no longer have an X on it. And it says, you know, the strength requirement. We're at 10, but since we're two-handing it, we're technically at 14 or whatever. So now we have a weapon. It's pretty good. And this weapon is going to carry us. This weapon is going to carry us until we get Eleanor's pole blade, which is way up in the capital of Landell. It's going to carry us a long ways. Now we can start focusing on putting points in vigor and giving ourselves more hit points. And yeah, I know. Come here, buddy. Oh, he got through that because he's got so much poise. You. Oh, you got the delayed one there. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna circle around behind you. What'd he drop? I still don't have a tabard, do we? We haven't got anybody's armor here. Okay, here, you. Now we're mowing. Now we're cooking with gas. We got this big pumpkin head over here. You want to get out of the way of that head slam. It's got a very big hitbox on it. There we go. Hey now. Had enough of you. A sanctuary stone. And so now we're actually going to start using FP because that attack requires it. That's okay. This is going to get a little hairy because of all these jerks throwing stuff around here. All right, what do we have in here? Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Oh, look at you guys. Don't get trapped in here. Yeah, get out. Get outside where we're in the open. There. Yeah, hit these guys. Hit the rats. Oh, there's a guy on the ground. There's a rat on the ground. Come here, buddy. Come on. Oh! That was not my idea of a good time there. Let's do... Our flask of wondrous physic will heal us for half. Okay, where... Yeah, there we go. Oh, darn it. I did not want to get hit with that. Just trying to stay clean. Where's the next one? He's up there. They got all these explosive barrels and they're throwing fire around. Oh, darn it. Rats. Yeah, you're gonna blow that barrel up, aren't you? Yep. Come here, buddy. Oh, no! No, no. Okay, that's what we wanted. Oh, no. Oh, I gotta get one more parry. Oh, darn it. That's not the move I was expecting. Okay. Now we gotta go up there and get those runes again. Darn it. I did not expect him to use that Ash of War on me. He usually doesn't. Alright then. Take 2. Except we won't fight everybody. All we need to do is get up inside the castle and rush up there. These guys are busy fighting each other. Soldiers versus demi-humans, so we can just... Oh no, no, no. Get... Oh my gosh! Oh, I did not know he was going to be right there at the door. That sucked. Oh my god, that almost ended it. Alright. Okay, here he comes. We need to get him involved down here in the demi-humans. Let's go. In here. This way. Throw your bombs. Ah, I knew you were gonna do that, you rat. Okay. Oh no, I got a rat all the way up here. This is bad. I gotta get out. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh, get out of here. Oh my god. Get out, get out, get out. I'm gonna die again. Oh my god, everybody's here. Kill all those guys with your explosions. Oh, holy cow, I did not realize. Okay. I thought I could just run up there. I didn't think these guys would do that. Let's try again. Let's reset. Oh my god. Chaos. Okay. You're invulnerable while you're performing a critical hit. Which is always nice. We got a Lord Sword, Straight Sword, and some Greaves. Oh, good. Okay, Greaves. Medium. Okay, come here. You. Come here, buddy. Get down here. Let's see if we can fight you. Yep, I know. You got the big head slam. Come on. Dang it. Crushing me. Oh my god. Okay. I do not know his attack chain at all. He's absolutely roasting me. Oh god, that I rolled right into it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have any health left. I got an idea though. Let's go see if killing people will replenish our flask. Can we get a group finished off here? This was way more chaos than I thought it was going to be. Who's left? You losers are. Okay. Oh, and there is a rat. I hear it. Oh no! Okay. Well, now we're at 1,800 runes. Let's go back and get those. Oh boy. So we got to wait for, what we really need to do is wait for the pumpkin head to come down and fight with the demi-humans. Because that gets him occupied. We just rushed up in there and there's that guy up there with a crossbow. He's a problem too, but he's only a problem for the demi-humans if we move fast enough. So, we'll move like this. We'll deal with soldiers over this way. Hey now. Hey now, that's the arrows don't curve. Okay. He's done. Those guys are gonna get occupied by the demi-humans. Hopefully. Come on there, Pumpkinhead. Go after him. Buddy. Can we sneak up behind this guy? Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Can we sneak up now? Yes, Pumpkinhead doesn't know anything about us. Good. Runes right there. Up top. We know that the rats are going to come after us. That's fine. We'll take care of this guy first. Alright, we're going to have to take care of rats, or... Oh, we will parry this man over here. Ah, that was bad. Oh. Oh, I thought I hit that one. Oh, that was my... That's the easiest one to parry. Okay, well... It's funny because when I did my walkthrough for this, I ran right up here and I parried this guy twice and it was over. And I was like, oh yeah, that was easier than I remembered. And now we're on like attempt number 4 here. Okay. Well... So one of the things that you got to get used to playing this particular game over other kinds of games, all of these souls like it, you just got to get used to death. I mean, it's part of the game. And the only thing you're risking here is losing your runes. So as long as you can focus on not losing your runes. Dang it. Oh my gosh. That's the easy one. That's the one the knight did on us. That across the body one. Okay. Okay, buddy, come here. I'm going to read your comment here in a second, Trill. He says, gotta get going. Thanks for the stream. It was fun to finally catch a live one. Thank you. Good luck. Yes, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. There's been a few of you today, and it's been nice. People lurking, and that's always good. we understand that for a lot of people, YouTube is their TV. They'd rather watch YouTube than television, and they don't need to interact, and that's totally fine. We're good with that. Okay. All right, you, my friend. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that, but I want my runes first. Dang it. I'm really sucking here. Dang it. I'm absolutely getting roasted by this guy. Dang it. Get him. There we go. Now you're done. There we go. So he's not finishing that one. And that's what we wanted. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. Excellent. Okay. Whew. That took a few attempts. That took a few attempts, but it's good. So there's a couple of little items here that we can grab. Well, maybe just this one. I think this is a medallion. Is this one of the Dectus medallions? Yep. So the Dectus lift will get you to the Altus Plateau, but there is an alternate route to the Altus Plateau that does not require using the Dectus lift. And you should take it because it has one of the best items in the game for melee users. It has an item that replenishes your hit points as you make kills. A weapon that, as long as you keep it equipped on your person, you can equip it in your offhand and then two-hand your main hand weapon, so it's inactive. It's not being actively swung, and it will leech health for you. And I love having it. It's called the Serpent God's Curved Sword. All right. So let's go down Limgrave East. We got the map. Let's go down here and level up. And apply our Bloody Ash, because that's what we really want. Flasks, we can add a charge, so that'll help. One more of those. And this thing, this is awesome. It's going to cause blood loss buildup of 70 on this weapon, which is really nice. So when we're two-handing it, and then we should probably... Let's see, what's... Oh, I always forget. You can't just do this with any weapon. It has to be equipped. What do we got? We got the Lord Sorn's straight sword. And then what's this? Dex. We don't have enough strength to wield that right now, but we can wield this. So here's what we're going to do. This requires a strength of 10, which is fine. We'll get there. What we want to do is put the Sacred Blade on it. Oh, did I not equip it? Like a moron? I didn't. Okay. Yes. So we'll take this and we'll put that on there. And so when we walk into a dungeon where we need to deal with the undead, we'll do that. This gets us back to medium load. Okay. And we have 2,000... No, we have almost 3,000 runes. So let's go back to Kale. He's going to have something to give us, and we also need to pick up a crafting kit from him and a book. But first, we'll talk to her. Yes, you may.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
And with that, she's gone. Kale, my man.
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something? The howl of a wolf. In the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Ah, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the 2 of you might hit it off.
So the game has all of these emotes, which can be used, of course, in the multiplayer aspect, but there are a few points during the game when they become useful for you, especially unlocking certain hidden doors and things. It's kind of a neat way to do things. We're going to grab the crafting kit. We're going to grab the cracked pots. Yeah, let's just grab them all right now. We're going to grab the cookbooks, Nomadic Warrior, and then this one's 1,000, and then I think that's everything I need to buy from him. It saps us of our runes, but that's okay.
You've made an excellent choice.
All right, my man. Now, where do we want to go? We got a bunch of different options here of where we want to go. There's some easy to get stuff close by. I still don't have any armor from these guys. Let's see if we can get some by ending a few of them. Usually I have that tabard that they're wearing by now. There's a couple of dungeons right here that are real close. And another one not too far away that has something super valuable for us. Ah, you guys are not dropping anything today. Nothing from him. From him. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. Well, what I'd really like to get, tell you what. Yeah, let's go this way. We're gonna head down to the coast here. Find ourselves a troll along the way. Of course, this enemy over here, giant golden dragon warrior on a horse. That is everybody's introduction to the game, and it's a very Souls-like thing. There's always an enemy at the start of a Souls game that you're not really meant to beat unless you know the game really well. And he's that enemy. He eats most people for lunch, and they'll beat themselves up against him for an hour, and they decide, I suck at this game, I'm not going to play it. And you're not meant to beat him. If you're really, really good, you can. Like, there's an enemy at the start of Dark Souls 1 where if you know the right starting equipment to start with, you can kill him pretty quick. And if you just know how the mechanics of the game, but he eats most people right away and they think, oh, this is terrible. Okay. I'm gonna swing at him. There he goes. That's the move. But the bleed from this Ash of War is your friend. So there goes the troll. He's worth a chunk of runes, which is always nice. There's 5 trolls south of the War Master Shack that are worth a... I think they might be worth the same amount or a little more. And it's a great plot. It's my favorite spot to go test out new weapons and Ashes of War and things like that, because there's 5 of them and you can do some pretty good number comparisons. Where are you at, my friend? Okay, we're gonna go... That's where we want to go. Right there. Take this, turn around, wait. This is an Ash of War. A lot of the Ashes of War are like this. They're being running around on invisible scarabs, so... And some people will leave messages on the ground where you need stamp. Stamp sweep. And I think there's an item over here. Yeah, there is. Yep. It's cool how it'll show you other players playing and what they're doing. So this is the way the Ash works. Did a whole bunch of damage there. It costs you a little bit of blood, and it does a big slashing blood move, and it takes a pretty healthy chunk of hit points off of them. And that's with this weapon not upgraded at all. So standard twin blade can be upgraded to plus 25. Eleonora's pole blade, when you get it though, that's the twin blade I love. It does fire and bleed. It's a somber smithing stone weapon, goes to plus 10. It's got a great move set. You can do a wind up spinning slash with it, and then if you press the same button again, she'll do another attack, but she'll jump away from the enemy doing it. And so it's a great defensive move. This gentleman over here, another merchant. Can't remember if he has anything that we need.
I don't want any trouble.
Let's see what he's got. He's got a cookbook. This one, this gets you the fire bow and arrow, neutralizing boluses. That's why you want it, is for this, neutralizing boluses. This is going to help you ward off poison. Then we're going to wander over here. And we're going to switch our weapon to the Lord Sworn's straight sword. Yes, yes, yes. And there's what? Oh, yeah. You get these guys on the beach, but you don't have to worry about them. Your concern is these bozos. They're undead. You want to kill them right away, and you want to kill them for good. You want to pick that up, the golden pickled foul foot. Now, Bach is in this cave down here. We're not going to go do this yet, because this is still a little bit outside of our range. If we want to solo it, there is a spirit ash in here that you can summon called Old Knight Istvan, I think. And he'll help you, but since I'm trying to do a no summons run, then we don't want to deal with it. So we won't summon him, but that would be hard for us because you have to fight two giant demi-humans along with a bunch of little minions.
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp.
They will.
You'll end up just like me. Oh.
Okay, well, that's okay. We're going to heed your advice. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. There's the way out. Bach. There it is. Something that I didn't know, and like I said, I've played through this game 10 times now. Something I did not know is that when you're inside a cave like this, and I'll go down just a little bit to show you. When you're inside a cave, it's red. It means you can't teleport to anywhere else because they want you to finish the dungeon. But once the dungeon is finished, then that goes away. So you can actually teleport out of dungeons that you finished. Phantom Warrior shows up. He says, love your Star Traders and Rogue Trader playthroughs. Thank you. Those are so much fun to do. I really would like to hit Star Traders another time. But a game that's coming out. Oh my gosh. Okay. There is a game that's coming out that's a lot like Star Traders, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but it's a game that's been in early access for a very long time, and the 1.0 update is coming out, and I'm going to see if I can think about the name of that. Well, I'd have to look at my wish list, and my wish list is really, really extensive. But there is a game like Star Traders that's coming out. I'm very excited about it. And I think it's coming out this month, so... Where do we want to go? Do we want to do the runes now? Probably. Okay, I know what we're going to do. We're going to go this way. Let's go to Gatefront. Thank you, Phantom. No, that's a really nice comment. I appreciate that. I love doing those playthroughs. The Rogue Trader one was really fun. That game ended up being so fun, except for a couple of tiny issues. All right, we're going to roll through here. That little shiny right there is designed to get you to go after it so that this giant troll can land right on your head. But we're wise to it. Just going to roll up here past all these guys. We want to go activate another dungeon so that we can come back to it. And something I want to do is look up the lore of why these wolves jump out of the sky. Because it happens in a few places up here near Stormville Castle, and it's quite funny. They're going to come over here. Yes. I know, you're a big, strong wolf. Come here, Wolfie. I don't know why those guys do that, though. I think it's kind of funny. Alright. Get this. This is a stone sword key. We'll use that to open a door later. Roderica.
Been grafted? Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
I'm not sure that lark is the word I would have used there.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
Aren't we all? Her little jellyfish that she gives you actually turn in useful way later.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Earth Tree. This light, once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard-bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
Very cool.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. Share them with me.
Do we have enough? Oh yeah, we
Your
do.
thoughts,
Okay, well,
ambitions, the principles.
let's save our runes for now. We got something we want to do. Okay, we want to take this road. In this direction. Eastward. Past these two losers. They're very aggressive. To the Warmaster's shack. With this man.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order? Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
So he has some Ashes of War. One of the interesting ones. He's got parry, so if you picked up a sword that didn't have parry on it and you want to start parrying, there's a way to do it. And no skill, which is really useful in certain situations when you want to put no skill on an item in your left hand so that you can make sure that the item in your right hand will use its special art when you click the special art button. That's a very unique situation, but...
Not floating your boat, eh? Well, there's no rush. Knowledge of the arts can wait another day.
But there is a time when it ends up being useful, so... Because, for instance, there's only one button for your special, and so when I'm two-handing, if I hit my special, it does this. And then if I have a shield in my left hand and I hit my special, it parries. Now there might be a time when you want to have a different shield or something in your left hand and you don't want that particular shield to do something like a parry, so you put no art on it, and then that way when you place your special, it'll do your weapons instead. It's a very niche thing. I remember needing that at one point in time for one very specific thing. So let's see where we're at here. We need to go right up here, through this, and over here. Okay, this way. We're just going to run through this camp right now. There's some stuff in here, and we'll come get it later. Not interested in clearing the camp. Or that big-ass dog. We want to run over here. And get this quest started.
Help me! I'm stuck. Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm give it your all, I...
Yep. There he is. Oh, he turns around for you. That's right.
Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this. Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter? I'm heading to Redmane. I've heard there's...
So Alexander, if you follow his quest all the way, you have to meet him at various different points and help him out. Results in one of the best talismans in the game, so that's why you want to do that. We're going to run through this camp again. It may be worthwhile to do this camp while we're here. Let's think about it. We got guys here. Dogs. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're very aggressive, puppy. Okay, puppers. Yeah, let's do the camp. What the hell? We're here. Chain draped tabard. Okay. You've got crazy eyes. Why do I hear a giant troll? Okay. Okay, he's down. Let's go over here. Is that knight sitting down again? I don't think I've ever gone in that direction before. Oh yeah, he's right there. Let's try to... Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't see the dog. Hey, we're not... No, no, no. Okay. Did that get his attention? Maybe. Oh no, he's still sitting down. He's quite entranced with his fire. By the hair of our chinny chin chin. No! No, I thought you were dead. What? I thought we killed that guy. Oh my god. Okay, foot soldier gauntlets, that's nice. And a dagger. Oh, sweet. Wow. Foot soldier gauntlets. Those are not as good as what we're having. Okay. Well then, let's pick out the loot in here. Exalted flesh. You. Yeah, we've had terrible luck for armor drops early, but that's okay. The Beast Crest Heater Shield. Now we'll go get something really useful for us. As an alarm that we managed to avoid. Maybe this idiot up here will drop something. Grab all these butterflies. I think that's an incantation. My friend. Yeah, it's a somber smithing stone. Okay. Now let's see if we can take this guy out. There we go. Make him bleed. Mounted combat. Oh. Come on, pal. Take another run at it. There he goes. Okay, he dropped something. Ash of War, Golden Bow. That's what he always drops. That's his drop, but I was hoping he would also drop like his chest piece or something. That's not happening. Just want to go down here. Want to go over in that direction where the ground is a little lower. And we'll go get one of my favorite early game talismans. I'm not a fan of doing this dungeon before I have a lantern, but it shouldn't be that bad. Let's grab our holy sword because we're going to be fighting the undead. Talk to Melina.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erd Tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Well, that's depressing. All right, the dungeon. That's the boss door. We have to find a lever. Now we're gonna go find some more. There we go. While you've got this effect on your sword, you want to hunt down the skeletons as quickly as possible, and that's all of them, I believe. So these grave gloveworts, those are for your spirit summons. If you're going to use them, it helps them level up. We don't have the person right now who can do that for us, but that's okay because we're not going to use spirit summons in this playthrough. We have 2 undead guys here. Okay. And another glovewort. Then we want to go through here, and there's a guy over here. Oh, there should be. Oh, yeah. There we go. Are you going to show up yet? Nope. Then we're going to get the Uji Katana. One of the best early game weapons. Gonna roll off of there. The Uji Katana is what we're going to stick this sacred blade on. Now that we have it. How many more? We got one more? There are a lot of skeletons here. Okay. Switch for the boss room. There we go. And a blood rose. Oh, and more skeletons. I guess we might as well kill you guys. Since we had Sacred Blade on our sword. That's the extent of the dungeon. You're here for the Uji Katana and the item that the boss is going to drop, which is what we really want. It's a really nice talisman, especially for the early game, but it's useful for the whole game. I have about 6 to 8 talismans that I really like to use throughout the whole game. Situationally, of course. The guy we're going to have to fight here is not undead. So we're just going to replenish our flasks. And give it a go. Boss door. There he is. Black Knife Assassin. And notice that he's already wounded. We'll just abuse that while we can. There he goes. I think there has to be a story as to why he's sitting here injured in this dungeon. Pick up a death root. That'll be useful for a quest later on. But the big thing is that Cerulean Dagger Talisman is going to replenish hit points when we perform critical hits on enemies, which is any time that we backstab them or parry them and then stab them in the front. It's a really nice way to manage your flasks, especially in dungeons. It's one of my favorite ways to do that. Later on, you get other abilities, other tools for helping leech health, and so you don't have to rely on that one, and you can use other talismans instead. But in the early game especially, it's super useful. This guy up here, he can drop that pumpkin head helm that he's wearing. He can actually drop that as part of his loot. But we're not going to fight him. Instead, what we're going to do is grab this. We're going to come down here and fight some undead. There is another merchant over here.
Oh, dear. I'm terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Yes, my friend. And he has a cracked pot, which we'll take, and a cookbook.
I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
You got what I know, what I needed. That's all that matters. There's some undead here. And they'll be a little bit persistent. And we really want to just come down here and talk to D, so... Not Vampire Hunter D, but... I do wonder if they didn't name him that as a nod, an homage to Vampire Hunter D. There he is. This is your first introduction to him.
Is there? Death has left its mark.
Look at his armor. He's got a... He's got that head on his chest.
A tarnished, are you? I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. The village here has been touched by death. And worse yet, it is home to a mariner. If you value your life, then go no further The village here has been turned back.
Turn back while you still can. But we need the Mariner because the Mariner down, well, not the Mariner itself, but down here is also another really useful talisman that I like to have early in the game, especially right now when we can only wear one talisman. Be able to wear 4. There are landmarks for unlocking those. Basically the same points in the story every time unlock them. So let's go see if we can get this Mariner. Best piece of advice I have for fighting this one early is just focus on her summons when she starts to summon people. Where'd she go? She usually runs over here. Yep, and so she's blowing on her big horn to summon people. And then... See what I was saying about you click the button to target lock and it turns you completely around from where you were pointing. Okay. Get me my... There we go. Stamina. Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to dodge that one. Oh, no. I'm not dodging those. There you go. Yep. There she is. Get you a smithing stone and a death root and some militiamen ashes. The militiamen are actually pretty good ashes of war in the beginning. Not ashes of war, pretty good ashes in the beginning. Because there's enough of them that against certain enemies, you can keep them kind of stun locked. I used to sleep on those guys when I used ashes a lot, but they're actually kind of useful. So we picked up some stone sword keys earlier, and one of them we're going to use over here by the turtles to unlock this. Sometimes you only need one stone sword key, sometimes you need 2. That guy, you can see his lower one already had a stone sword key in it. So we only needed the top one. There's a whole bunch of turtles in here. Bunch of messages from everybody. Good fortune ahead. Yep. This thing's awesome. Well, it's not awesome. It's just a really solid talisman. It's going to give you... raises your stamina and recovery speed, so... I like that a lot, especially in places where we need to do a lot of swinging, and we need to do a lot of swinging with our favorite weapon. So let's switch back to it because we're going to go fight somebody kind of hard now. Actually, let's also do this. We're going to go back here. We'll roll back through the village one more time. But the Mariner won't be there. That's the thing about bosses. They stay defeated. So we want to grab the Uji Katana because this is an item we want to transfer our Ash of War over to it, the Sacred Blade, take it off of that longsword, put it on a weapon that's more appropriate to us. Strength 11, Dex 15, so again, if we two-hand it, that penalty goes away. Just like we're doing with this thing for now. We'll put some points in strength in a little bit, but I want to get more vigor. Oh, and there's D. To see him afterwards.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, but with a prowess for weeding deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Yep. So Garank, we want to go there not for Garank, but for a different purpose altogether. So we will. But first, we got to go up to this church close to Caled. I don't think there's anything here, but I'm going to look. Anything on the back side here, boys and girls? No. Penguins. You want to buy a penguin? $1,000. Alright, up this way. So now we're gonna fight somebody that I really don't like fighting, especially this early in the game. But that's kind of the game. Alright, you want to rush in here and activate this site of grace so that if you die, this is where you respawn. Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. Come on down. She can be parried, but I wouldn't try it. Oh, yep, because she just killed me in one shot. Yeah, she's a problem. She is a problem. And too many of her attacks, all of her attacks with her jumping up, she spends a lot of attacks jumping up in the air. And those attacks can't be parried. So then you're sitting there trying to very quickly discern, is it an attack that I can parry or not? Of course, there's this. Lord Godfrey, at last. At the end of his campaign, his golden army is unvanquished and unbowed. It finds grace lost, tattered and faded. So here she is. Okay, let's see if we can parry her then. Oh, that just takes a chunk off, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Can parry her, but it ain't easy. And her problem is she has a whole lot of poise. This is a 8 swing hit. There she goes. Alright, the Sacred Scorpion Charm. Really important for our build later on. We'll be doing a lot of lightning damage. Let's see, we need to go to Weeping Peninsula before we do this red mark. We need to go to Weeping, which is way down here. Okay, let's do that. Well, I've got all of these runes. I want to go get a lantern first. So, we'll do that. Oh, yeah. Leave me alone. Now, you'll see he's got a curved sword, and you'll see a lot of players, the first weapon they really go for is a curved sword. And it's up there. And we can go get it. But I don't end up using it. Because I like the twin blades better. Most people go get this giant curved sword instead, though. The Bloodhound's Fang or whatever it's called, and they use it the whole game. Starlight Shards here. You want to pick those up. That's for a quest later, and you need to have about 5 of them, so you kind of want to find them where you can. They're always in these Astro Labs. What did we get here? Let's clear out this camp while we can. First thing you want to do is take out these sorcerers. Get off, switch. Come on. There we go. Now we're going to get these guys following us. Get up here. Come on. Yeah. You're big and strong. Okay, let's do this. This would be a good time to use this talisman because we're going to do a lot of this. Get up here. Can you get up here? Oh, that's not working. See, it's oh my goodness. Okay, come here. Here we go. Give me my hit points back. Oh no. Get down here, buddy. Give me my hit points back. Oh, he might have dropped something. That'd be great. Oh, he fell. I've never seen that before. There we go. I've never seen a guy fall down before like that on the rocks. That's wild. It was just a bolt. Oh, bummer. Okay. Man, I can't kill these guys with one shot. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to not being able to one-shot these guys. Okay, dude, come here. He dropped a Lord Sworn's bolt. Don't care. Oh, I see how you are. Let's go, buddy. You and me. Oh, I don't like that. You're hurting. Okay, that one shots him though. Brass shield, that's nice. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have wasted that because there's these guys down here. You can backstab them real easy and get your hit points back. Oh well. What about this loser down here? You want to come at me? Oh no, now we got the horseman involved. Oh, that was a close shave. Okay. Let's go figure out what we're going to do here. I did not think I was going to get both of you guys involved. That's ugly. Oh, that's not good. I just want one of you guys at a time. Okay. I think he's gonna come one at a time. Maybe? Okay. You and me, mounted combat. Let's go. He's gone. Oh, did your horse go down? Okay. Okay, thank goodness for bleed. Now we got you to deal with. Yeah. Oh, that's aggressive. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wow, that's a moveset I've never seen before from those guys. That was really aggressive. That just about did us in. The Great EP. A very nice piercing weapon. Big honker. That clears out that camp. Just wanted to take a stab at him there. But That's not our objective. We always like to smack people as we go by. Especially because later on those all become one-shots. Here's another place we can summon. You can see the little gravestone in your left-hand corner. That's going to be dangerous. This is where... You are a problem. Stone sword key. Okay, boys, come on. Lord Sorn's boat. You guys want to be a part of this party? Oh, that was effective. Wow, that did both of them. Okay, that's pretty cool. Smithing stone, that's the effect I was talking about earlier. That lets you know some of your flasks got refilled. Not going to worry about healing because we have a grace right up here for the Weeping Peninsula. Our guy who has the lantern is way at the end of this thing. Costs 1,800 to buy it, so.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you. If you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
At last, the Round Table Hold. You just have to journey outside of Limgrave, and she'll offer you that option, so. Caelid or somewhere else, and of course meeting a whole bunch of people here. So, Brother Corin.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most Tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
I do, actually. We don't have the points to use it right now, but here's what you want to grab from him is heal. These other ones are nice. You're going to have to put points in faith, though, a minimum of 10 to be able to use these fortification ones. But Cure Poison is really useful because then you won't have to use boluses that you have to craft. Although, if you really don't want to put any points in the faith, then that would be the reason you use boluses instead. But the reason you want to do it is because this. I think every character should have a minimum of 12 faith just for this skill, because when you're fighting the revenants and they emerge from the ground in a pool of gold and they're grafted and they have all these appendages on them and they're super frenetic and they're really, really hard to fight even at super high levels just because of how frenetic they are. All you have to do is cast heal, and it will instantly stun them and do 53% of their health pool as damage to them. And the duration that they're stunned is usually enough to let you finish them off. So, one of the worst enemies in the game actually has a really nice way to deal with it. So we buy that.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
And we'll just have to put enough points into faith at a certain amount of time to be able to cast that. And then there's our friend D.
Hello again. You haven't gone to see Garank yet, have you? Well, no rush. You do as you please, just as long as he doesn't starve to death, eh?
We'll go there soon enough. Dialos.
Hello. You must be new here.
He's got a great armor set.
Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
And then Sir Gideon Ofnir.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Excellent. And then our friend the Smith.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
We will strengthen this armament with Twin Blade. We can upgrade it 2 times right now. He's talking about his affliction. You can see he's got some like horn type growths and extra growths on him. He's got scales and stuff like that. There's a really neat lore video on the demigods that a person has done, and they talk about the ill-omened creatures and how they're shunned by society unless they were one of the demigods like Morgott. Something else you could do, you can very quickly set these, you could do that. You can mark certain pieces of grace if you want. So for instance, I like to go to Gatefront and mark that one, and I like to mark, let's see, the War Master's Shack, because the giant trolls to the south of it is where I like to experiment with lots of weapons. And so that at any point in time, if you just want to hit, if you're on a keyboard, it's different for controllers obviously. If you hit G, F, F, and then E, it will immediately take you to the Table of Lost Grace from anywhere, and you don't have to then navigate the map like this. So in our case, where we want to go is way over here. We were heading down to the Weeping Peninsula, and we were right there at the Bridge of Sacrifice. We want to head a little south of there. There's a quest to pick up right here.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my sole wish is that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly. Then please,
Take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
We certainly will. Now we head down here for some items. Some stuff we can pick up along the way here. Oh, let's see. Item crafting. We can make these now. Good. And then we'll put those right there since we're just about out of kukris. I just threw that like an idiot, but that's okay. Because what I want to do is be able to sneak up on some of these doggies, and some of them, if you want to get them by themselves, you just need to pull them. Like this doggy over here is by itself. And then we'll do this. There you go, bud. Get over here. Oh, not that far. There we go. That's why I like having them in a quick pouch like that. So you can just make it easy on yourself. And not have to spend your time down below cycling through and getting off healing when you might really need it. Let's do you. Get over here. The Misbegottens. Okay, what about you? I think we can sneak up on this guy. We get ourselves some hit points back. He dropped something. An old fang. Okay. Oh. And then we got this guy. Saw him coming running at us. It's like, ooh, we should just do whatever we need to. Do whatever our biggest attack is. Okay, so on the back of this is the Morning Star. If you're not going to use a twin blade like this with bleed on it, and you want to go get a whole bunch of runes to help give yourself a leg up from Dragon Grail, then the Morning Star is a really good option. Doesn't take a lot of stats to use. It'll proc bleed. That's how you get a dragon like him with that many hit points to give it up. And we'll do that here in about 10 or 15 minutes. I just gotta go get this lantern. Lantern. So activate this site of grace. Come down to this merchant. I think he's got something we want. He has, oh yeah, he's got another cracked pot. You can spend on the smithing stones if you want to. Which we're gonna, because we have the points. He's got a stone sword key. That's expensive, but we're gonna grab that. And he has nothing else we want except for bastard sword. We don't want that. There's a really nice weapon to the guy that we're going to get the lantern from, I believe. It's a really nice, kind of big two-handed weapon. Works really good for Dex characters, I believe. It's called the Zweihander. Up in that tower, you can get a crossbow. We're not going to do it right now, though. Instead, we're just going to go this way and pick up this grace. We got doggies chasing us. Okay. Demi-humans over there. The demi-humans. Lots of screaming. Is there anything going down here with these? Oh yeah. It's an ambush. It's okay. We're not worried about that. Where are we at here? I got off my path, I think. Because there's a bridge we have to cross. Where is my bridge? These losers, what are they protecting over here? Rickety shield. Doing a lot of screaming. This is it. Oh no, it's not. Well, I guess we could come up here and get these guys. I didn't mean to, but I don't like that. I wanted to jump off the horse. It doesn't always work for some reason. Maybe because it's a 2-button thing or something, but it always gets me when it doesn't work. Okay, do we have anybody down below? I don't think so. I think all we have to do is worry about the crossbowman up here. I didn't have an intention of coming up here, but there he is. Foot soldier gauntlets. The hand ballista. Alright, so where are we at here? Oh, we need to go... Is that the map? Yeah. Okay, let's go from that side of Grace. Castle Morn Rampart. Let's go get the map first. Might have to kill this giant too. This giant archer down here, you'll see him. Big giant golem archer. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go get him because I think if we... Some golems, if you kill, go away permanently like a boss. And some of them don't. And I think this is one of the guys that goes away permanently. So let's go get rid of him. He's tracking us. You'll hear him keep shooting. There we go. Close the gap before he can get another arrow off. That is a long arrow. Okay, when he starts doing this, when he bends over, you want to make that move. Yeah, stompy foot. He's gonna dance. There he goes. While we're here, we can activate the Castle Morn side of Grace. That'll give us easy access to come back and do her quest later. And then, is there anything in here? Why is it always armament? That's a lot of armament. Okay, there's nothing in this room. All right. Now, got the Weeping Peninsula. Where did we want to be? Up there. Oh, the bridge is right there. We just got to go exactly west. Okay. You would think as many times as I played this game that I would have all of these landmarks memorized, but not so. Not so fast, as Lee Corso would say. Oh yeah, that's because you got to be up here on this little ramp up. Okay. Run past this very scary creature here. That's what you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight 2 of those. It's like a demi-human lord or something like that. You're going to have to fight 2 of those in box dungeon. And I've never fought both of those without a summons before, so. Those guys. the bane of my existence when it comes to one particular enemy. You have to fight through about 10 or 12 of those guys. Well, you don't have to fight through them. You can run past them, but if you want to, fight through them all. And they're a little bit of pain in the butt. Now, here, you can take a few moments. Get yourself some extra bones so that you can make more arrows and throwing darts later. What's funny is, if you're in a situation where there are males around, the rams with the horns on their head, and they see you start attacking the flock, they'll come after you. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, you guys are dropping bones all day, aren't you? Great. Okay. And a beast liver. And now we get to one of the first of the wandering mausoleums. We need to cleanse this guy. He's got these little impurities on him. He's got plaque, and he needs a pedicure. I need to be over on the. You don't want to get trapped underneath him, though. That's the problem. And since the twin blade is really nice for cleaning these off, it does a really good job. Because you can just rotate it like that. Oh, come on now. There we go. You don't have to clean all of it, but you have to clean enough to trigger the deactivation. And you'll hear it when it happens. There it goes. He's gonna fold up on himself. Excellent. So later on, when you kill the demigods, kill people like Radon and Godred the Grafted and things like that, you'll get remembrances from them, and you can get one or two items from those remembrances. But if you want to get both items from a particular demigod, then you need to come to a wandering mausoleum and duplicate their remembrance. And each wandering mausoleum will only let you duplicate one remembrance, and then it's done. So you got to be really selective with what you want to grab.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
You have the thing that I really want. You have this lantern, which we love. He also has some stone. He's got Lost Ashes of War. Let's grab that. He's got the Zweihänder, and we do not have enough. Okay, we'll come back. That's okay.
Have a safe journey.
He's got the Zweihänder. So, we're there. And now we're going to go to the Third Church of America up here by this dot. And we're going to go see Geraint, but we're really not there to see Geraint. We're just going to say hi to him. He's going to give us a couple things. This is it. A little teleportation. There are way gates all over the game. It pays to know where they go. Behind you is a very big black gargoyle, and he's super tough. I have the hardest time killing him. I usually have to wait till I'm like level 90 with maxed out weapon to have a chance at him. We're going to activate Civil Graces along the way. This is Geraint, which is actually Malekith. I like to hand him over one at a time so we know what we're getting.
Death. Feed it me.
Feed it to me.
Tarnished. Bring more death.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, buddy.
I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Gives you the Clarmark Seal, which is for faith, so it'll allow you to cast incantations. And it gives you the Beast Eye, which is going to quiver. You'll get a message saying the Beast Eye quivers whenever you're close to another death root. Very cool thing. And then for each death root you bring him, he'll give you a reward.
Feed me more.
So the first thing you get is Bestial Sling. Oh, you can actually summon the horse inside here. I did not know that. Okay. So now we're in Kaled, but we're just passing through. This is way over our level right now. But we don't mind. Because we're going to go take advantage of a little experience that the game developers put in here for you. If you wanted to find it, give yourself a leg up a little bit. There's another side of grace we can come back to later. And then there's a big dragon. We're not going to fight that dragon. We're going to fight a different dragon. Except we're not really going to fight him. Because he's kind of sleepy. Like me this morning. Hey, buddy. I'm just going to tickle your balls, okay? And then, down in this direction, is an Erd Tree avatar, but we don't want to have anything to do with that. We do want to pick up these, though. These are all crafting materials, and I like picking up as many as I can when I get the chance, because there's nothing more annoying than going to craft something that is going to make your life a little easier against a boss or an enemy and finding out you don't have the crafting materials and now you need to go farm them. So there's the avatar right there. That one does rot though, and we don't have nearly enough hit points to deal with its rot. You can kill it without getting hit by the rot, and I've done it, but I don't want to even begin to try it. We just don't have a weapon that does enough damage. It would take all day, and the rot would eventually we would make a mistake and the rot would get us. So these guys here. And that is the biggest scarab ball you've ever seen. But all he does is replenish your hit points. And now we're in the land of, there he is, our old sleepyhead, Grail. And some of his minions. And some of his brood. Some of them are dead. Oh my goodness. So, activate this. Now, we picked up a golden pickle fowl-foot earlier. So what we're going to do is equip that. You can actually get 3 more in another location that's not too far away. But we'll do that later. This guy, though, is going to give you a boatload of runes. But you need a bleed weapon. You can see how many hit points he has. So that's why we like the turtle here, to make our stamina go back up. And then every time it procs a bleed, it's going to take a chunk off of him. Now, most people come in here and they kill him, and if you use your golden pickle fowl-foot, if it's active when he dies, you get a ton of runes. You get a bonus to all the runes that you're going to get. But what people don't know is, if you're swift with your horse and get back to the side of the grace before he actually dies, then when you exit the grace, he'll still be here, and you can kill him again for another 60,000 runes. So it's going to be about 90,000 if we do the golden pickle fowl-foot. course, the golden pickle fowl foot will only be good for like a one-time deal. But preserving this guy for later, or sitting here, you know, if you really want to give yourself a huge leg up, sit here and farm him a few times. Get yourself up to like level 50 really fast. What I'll usually do is just put on a podcast. Or somebody, one of those really great videos of somebody going through the Elden Ring lore. So we can do it one more time, and then we're going to have to activate the golden pickle fowl foot. And it takes about 50 hits, I think, before it'll proc bleed again. And the thing with most enemies is their resistances to status is something. Here we go. We're going to have to focus now. There's the pickle fowl foot. You can see his hit points. Most enemies that are resistant to a status, that resistance goes up each time the status affects them. The pickle fowl foot doesn't last that long. There he goes. You have to be really swift here. Nope. Oh. Okay, flasks, because we picked up a golden on the way. Now, I got that message that might have interrupted me. Nope, he's still there. So, you can see we got 68,000 runes. I don't know why we didn't get more, but that's okay. So I'm going to leave him there because it's something I'm going to always come back and do again. Usually I get about 90. I wonder if the golden pickle fowl foot was not active. Actually, it looks like it's still active. You could try it again. So I'm curious why I didn't get 90,000 runes from him. Oh well, doesn't matter. We can level ourselves up now and give ourselves some real advantages. So vigor, of course, is a huge thing early. And like I said, faith, if you want to be able to use that heal, it needs to go up to about 12. We're going to put a lot of points in here and a lot of points in endurance, because what we want to be able to do is wear heavier armor. I think, let's see, how many points can we do? Can we get up to 20? Yeah. We can get our endurance up to 20. We can get our dexterity up to 19. Okay, that's great. Yeah, now our red bar is a little bigger. That's awesome. And we got more stamina. We'll be able to wear heavier armor. Okay, that's great. Good start. And the boy is still active. Yeah, he'll disappear when you kill him. But if you're quick on your horse, and I've seen some people say you need to be on your horse for the last swings to make it in time, but you don't. You saw me there. I just jumped on the horse, went straight there, jumped off the horse, touched the site of grace. We were good. And I even had that interrupted message in there. I thought that was going to doom me, so that's the best way to do that. Now, what's the next thing that I'd really like to do after Caelid? Okay. Oh yeah, we could go fight that dragon. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to go see Patches. Okay. Let's go see Patches. We'll do Patches, and then I'm going to have to get some lunch. Patches in the Murkwater Cave, and then we might fight this dragon. Now that we have enough hit points to actually fight a dragon. Giant crabs incoming. Yep, there they are. You guys are terrible. Those guys come from every, I think, Dark Souls game. They're in Dark Souls 3 and I hate them. They're really awful. They feel like they're easier to fight in this game than they are in Dark Souls 3. It could just be in my imagination though. But I remember them being a giant pain in Dark Souls 3. Lots of undead here. Some of them are going to drop there. You can see they're hanging from the bridge. We don't care about that. We're not going to fight them. Because we're going to get invaded by a guy up here. Like the lady at the church. So if you're riding along here and all of a sudden you get off your horse, you're like, what just happened? It's because of this. Where are you, my friend? Bloody finger. Now he's just... Now, Yura, the guy that we saw with the big Ronin hat earlier under the bridge, he'll show up to this fight. But he takes a while to get here. Oh, he's really going to try to take us out, isn't he? Yeah, but guess what? When he goes for his flask and he doesn't have it, and there's Yura running, late straggler that he is. So if you just want to wait for him to show up, you can make that fight a lot easier if you just want to run around. But Bloody Finger Hunter Yura has returned to his world because his task is complete. You did it for him. And now, we can do this. What we want to do is put our handy dandy brand new lantern in that slot. And in its pouch slot so you can activate it. If you're on a computer, like for me, it's the E key and then a number. So it's E3 for that one. But we'll go see Patches. Patches has something really important. I'll give you one really good tip before we finally conclude this video. And then we'll go fight the dragon. We'll do the Agil Lake Dragon. Agil. The bell's gonna tinkle. Missed the bell, actually. Okay. Let's go down here and just fight all these guys. Oh, yeah, we get poisoned. That's right. Come here, buddy. I forgot these guys throw poison at you. A short sword. Any more guys down here? Yep. Now, if you had something explosive, you see there's a couple of barrels here marked with explosives. You could have just tossed a fire pot in here. This, unfortunately, is not anything spectacular. It's just a mushroom. It's just there to remind you that video games started out as things like Mario Brothers, and now we have this. I think we can take on Patches with what we got here. If we end up stabbing him, let's do this. If we get a critical hit on him, we'll want some hit points back, I'm sure. You're like, oh, there's loot. Cloth. What?
Help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it.
Didn't like that, did you?
Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all.
Let him do that. It's better than killing him. You want his shop. Although I think if you kill him, every important character in the game that has a shop, if you kill them, you get a bell bearing and you can take it to Round Table Hold. Give it to the Twin Maiden Husks and then you can buy everything through them that they were going to sell. But I like to keep Patches alive.
Well, what do you know? You're tarnished like me.
Not quite like
How
you.
did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? A true lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. And they're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
And he will. And that's what we want him to do. So we're going to go right here and reload the zone. There's a lot of this in the game. The way quests and things advance, you need to talk to characters a second time and you have to reload the zone. It's a little bit weird mechanic wise, but it is what it is. Alright. Fight all you guys again. We'll get poisoned again. I'm running out of stamina here. Alright. Back in here. Mr. Patches, we'll grab some things in the game. Some crafting materials respawn, some don't.
Well, nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something. And welcome to Patches Emporium, where you won't need a refund, because everything's top notch.
That's great.
Yeah. I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers. And good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers. Survivors of a defeated army. Worked to the bone by their high and mighty lord. Only to be thrown out with the rubbish. It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all. Wondering what's inside the treasure chest. Well, it's nothing too special. Just something I'm saving as thanks for a very valuable customer. But then again, it would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming, huh? Everything is give and take. Give and take.
We don't want to go there. It's another teleporting one. But he's got more of these golden pickle foulfoots. But the most important thing is this. You want get Margit Shackle. And we also want this cookbook. This gives you Script Scone, Grace Mimic, Golden Pickle Foulfoot. So you can craft golden pickle foulfoots. But Margit Shackle is a really, really important item in the game. We're going to go back to Aegea Lake, probably about there. And when you first play the game, you're thinking, oh, Margit Shackle, it's just for fighting Margit. And it says, in fact, a fetish bathed in gold magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones were made to keep a particular omen under the strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. So I think you can use this twice during Margit fight, and it'll basically for a very short amount of time, like if he's in the air or something. But anyway, it'll stun him for about a second and a half, 2 seconds, and let you get a couple of shots in on him. But the more important use is it sends out a wide AoE to do this. And what it also does then is that AoE, and I don't know if this was an accident and they left it in the game or if this was intentional, but it will make all invisible walls within that AoE go away. And it'll also trigger all traps. So there are lots of pillar traps in the game where you need to you need to hit a pillar or jump on it to make it go down and make all these flames stop. They happen all the time in crypts. But you can use Margit Shackles safely from a distance to deactivate those traps or reactivate them if you need to. It's just a toggle. So this is huge. This will help you find all kinds of secret doors if you just remember to use it. I like to put it on a quick slot over here, usually where I'm using the bone darts, and have that there as a reminder, and then make use of it, which is really fun. So what we're going to do, last piece before I call it a stream for now and go get some lunch and stuff, and then I'll be back in the afternoon probably to stream either Menace or Age of Wonders 2. Or is that it wasn't Age of, was it called the Age of Wonders? Which game was it? It was whatever I was streaming last week. It's one of those Fantasy 4X games that I love. Anyways, Age of Wonders 4, I think, is a new game that came out last year. Thinking of a different game. Whatever I was streaming last week. Alright, let's go get the dragon. This will be fun. We're gonna get up here to these guys over here who are having a seance thing going on. There he is. I love watching him fly in. Yep, I know, big buddy. Avoid the tail swipe. He doesn't like that. Oh, that took a little too much. That's okay. There we go. Get out. You gotta get out when that happens. When you see him do that. Where are you at? If he gets up there, then you're kind of screwed. He'll have to reset. Get over here, dragon. Get all the way down. Uh-oh. He's having a time. Okay. Uh-oh. Can I get you to come down, buddy? Can't really reach with these arrows. Okay. That's... because the way I got my keys set up, it makes it kind of tough. Yeah. Can we get up this way? I don't think so. Oh, maybe we can. He's not supposed to be fought on this ledge, though, so he'll have to teleport and move. Not like that. Oh, that's awful. Okay, there we go. Double jump my way to safety here. There we go. Let's get back to it, buddy. You gotta be a really good ankle biter here. He's gonna go distance so he can fire off some flames. And then he's gonna jump down on you. Bleed. Can't hit him. Hard to hit the head where he's really vulnerable. Gotta have Torrent take the brunt of that. And I've learned you don't want to fight these guys with target lock. Unless you're going for the head like this. Target lock is kind of an enemy against these guys. It seems like it'd be helpful, but it's just not. there we go. Bleed. Bleed procs. And you get the dragon heart. Excellent. There was a shiny up here. Or two. Extra rune there. Bats. I want to go pick up the shiny and then see what my situation is. I kind of like fighting the dragons though. Except for the ones that have even more nasty AoEs. The rot dragon in Kaled is not the most fun. Okay, so thin beast bones. Alright. He was up here. Killing stuff. Man. And we still don't have a tabard. I feel my stomach rumbling though. I'm gonna have to go eat. I just want to see if I clear these guys one more time. Will I get a tabard off someone? Not that we need it. Like I said, more armor's coming later, but it's always nice to have this kind of early. To have something a little more protective than what we're dealing with right now. Oh, that's pretty. Nope. No such luck. Oh. You're gonna hurt me, aren't you? Oh. Any of you guys want to give something up? Oh, there you go. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Smoldering butterfly. He blew the horn, so now they're all here. That's okay, we'll go around. I was trying to get all those horn guys at the same time. Here we go. You guys? Yeah, get over here. There we go. Come over here, bud. On the rock is making it a little bit difficult here. There we go. Oh, a bunch of you guys. Come on, someone give me some armor here. Oh no. That's not gonna happen. No armor. I am so surprised. Well, maybe that's because the game wants to give me what's on Mr. Big Stuff over there with the spear and the funky hat, so. Oh, look at you. Okay, what do you got? Soldier helm. That's not what I wanted, though. You, come on. Let's do this. You and me. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I got another guy involved. No. No, 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 no. Just you and me. Mano y mano. Come on, dude. I know you want to give me your armor. Let's go. keep missing that first one. Come on. Come here. You know you want to. Oh, I hate that one. Ah. I cannot get the first trigger. Oh my gosh. What's it going to take to kill you? Oh, and still no loot. Oh, you're the worst. Okay. Well. What do you got for me? A smithing stone. Okay, there's still a couple more guys. Now, since I put Margaret shackled there, I'm gonna have to do this. Get over here. Come over here, away from the rest of these guys. Oh yeah, that's easier to kill those guys now. I like having this upgraded. No armor drops. I am stunned. It's only because I'm streaming. That's why. The game is like, you wanted to show people it was easy to get some of this armor? No, it's not. It's not gonna be. Okay. Well. We got a lot done. There's a lot of fun places left to go visit out here, so I'm gonna leave it here, folks. Thank you to the people who dropped by, and some of you have been watching the whole time. It's been great. I appreciate it. So I will be back this afternoon. We'll play Menace, or let me get you the name of that other game that we were streaming last week. Oh yeah, Endless Legend 2. I really want to play some more of that. I liked that game a lot. So both of those games, Menace and Endless Legend 2, this afternoon and tonight, and then probably some more Elden Ring later tonight as well. So I've got 3 days here all to myself to do nothing but eat, stream, and go to the gym. And that's what I plan to do. And right now I'm going to go get some food. So everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And have a good afternoon. And